want to see something
balanced as
funny?
fuck. Yeah.
You have the tugboats now. Try and boost
Now try and boost what in addition to
with the tugboats.
what's that on the FOB? Okay. Wow.
Okay.
I didn't realise that happened. All I have to get is tugboats and boost, and that makes victory happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner, man?
Well, it's a bug and not many people know. Sorry.
Hot damn.
So keep it quiet and don't tell anyone.
How the devil? I've been sat on this video since the beginning of this week, but with my impending visit to the ECG Nexus, Core of Wonder, Magic Cave, or whatever you may want to call it, I didn't want to release this in case I could add anything to it. Turns out, I can't. Don't get me wrong, I saw some sexy things, but I've been sworn to a blood pact secrecy. Apologies, folks. Though the new sector stuff has been revealed, pretty excited about that, especially the new black one. If you don't know what I'm on about, you might be best off checking the Twitch stream from last night. That's Thursday the 28th for those of you watching this at a later date. I also couldn't possibly confirm or deny what I may or may not have flown, or whether it is or isn't sexy as hell. Two things I can tell you though: I'm pretty shattered having not got home until 3 AM, and motorway service stations are an absolute and utter rip-off. They capitalise on the needy. So not cool. The visit to ECG was amazing, so cool to be in those hallowed halls. I did plan to try and get some relaxed interviews, but time flitted away, as it always does when you're having a blast. I can say we have some sexy things coming, folks. So sexy. I personally don't know how the devs can contain the excitement. And thanks again to them for the invite. Anyways, back to the boring normal stuff I prepped beforehand. Last patch has bedded itself in, and it all seems pretty shiny. My biggest concern was going to be with the flattening of the tech tree. Allow me to explain. I liked the structure of the old tech tree as it made it necessary for people to learn the, shall we say, the easier, less specialised ships before moving on to the specialised ones. Granted, there were some issues with the system and the way it worked, and for those people that didn't play as much as myself, it could be a bit of a pain. My biggest worry with the change would be that we'd have a lot of new players unlocking very specialised ships without understanding how the game works. This would have a negative effect on their game, potentially scaring them off, as well as having a negative effect on my game. Thankfully, this has mostly not been the case, which I'm very grateful for. On a slightly less positive note, I've been seeing a lot more toxicity around. Just to be clear, I really fucking hate toxicity, especially over a game. There's real world shit going on out there. Could we possibly focus on the fact that we all have something in common, like the fact we enjoy playing this game, rather than looking for reasons to shred each other whenever we get a chance? Come on, guys and gals, I appreciate it takes a little longer to explain politely and concisely to someone why their actions may not be the best ones, but it takes even less energy to say nothing rather than say something shitty. So, either give it all or nothing. Don't say shit, or take the time to explain the issue clearly and help each other learn. The halfway mark doesn't really help anyone at all anyway. On a side note to this, can we move on from the whole hurling abuse at three-man teams now, specifically those with team tags? Let me give you a scenario. I got an interesting bit of grief, shall we say, recently because I caught a game with some friends. A player complained because I was in a three-man team. They recognised my teammates' tags. I found it quite ironic after the match to find the person in question was actually queued in a three-man team. I appreciate what I've said above in reference to toxicity. I didn't raise this point in order to complain. I merely wanted to point out there's an awful lot of aggro towards those teams and clans who wear tags and queue together, and about it being their fault that the matches are unbalanced and not fun. But there never seems to be any mention of the countless other groups of players that play in three-man teams without tags. I'd like to state I'm fine with the three-mans. I personally feel on those occasions where you come up against them and get stomped, it's more due to matchmaking, which isn't a complaint as I know it's a work in progress. I just support equal coverage, whether it's positive or negative. Now, with that out of the way, let's address something a little more positive. I have some more tactical shorts coming soon. Been awfully busy, apologies. Also have some big plans for frag space, including some shiny things that should make your lives easier. Just waiting on a few details through, and some spare time to actually put it all together. Unfortunately, no ship concepts today. Don't think I've really had time to apply any thoughts, to be honest, though I will aim to do better next time. Something else I was thinking about as well, with the new Azrael skin, I noticed something after getting it. It ties in really nicely. It's got like a sports team feel to it, and it'd be really easy to lay out like clan logos and team logos as well as sponsorship logos. So that might be a really cool idea for the future if Fractured Space takes off in the way I really hope it will when it comes to competitive play. It could very well be one of the first games that allows for players and teams to incorporate their sponsorship visibly onto their unit in game, thus really, making it synergize better rather than it just being pasted all over the map or their equipment. Just a bit of food for thought there. I can, however, confirm the registration for my league is opening this week. It's been pushed back a little bit whilst I've been waiting for certain patches to come through and sort of bed themselves in. I'll be putting a list of registration questions up on the forums. Check out FragSpace, the link in the details below. If this statement confuses you at all, it'll make much more sense after you read the tournament section. I'll also be doing a dueling tournament, which, let's face it, needs a better name, with prizes in the next couple of weeks. You can check out the dueling video on my channel for clarification if you want to know what it's about before I actually release the official video. Consider this as a soft launch, if you will, so you can start looking for your dancing partner. Also have another tournament coming up in the near future, but I can't say anything as I'd be breaking that blood pact we mentioned before. That should keep you all going for now though. Don't want to waffle on too long, obviously. But trust me, in the not too distant future, there's going to be plenty more things to talk about. Now, give me a thumbs up if you like this, or down if you didn't. And until next time, stay well as always.